So basically, there was a request for me to do a rant on Teen Titans Go to the Movies. But that's not today's topic. So you may be wondering, yeah, I do not like Teen Titans Go, but I don't feel like doing a rant on Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Yeah, I might do it sometime, someday, but not tonight. I'm basically talking about a different topic. Today's topic is about remakes. Because hey, when I already think of it, nothing is safe from Hollywood anymore. So basically, all we just get is crappy remakes of classic movies. Yeah, I might talk about video game adaptations, and movies based on books. I mean, I'm sure they might count as remakes. Yeah, I know they don't count as remakes, but still. Let's get back to the topic of remakes. So basically, every fucking classic movie is just keeps getting remade. I mean, here's a prime example. The unhealthy obsession of remaking horror movies. What I mean by remaking horror movies, there are bad examples. Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Nightmare on Elm Street. What is the point of remaking these movies that were actually good to begin with? Now of course, what horror movie is going to be remade next? Yeah. They're going to remake Child's Play. Look at this. I mean, who thought it was a good idea? It's basically, they think it's okay. No. Basically, just look at this. Really, look at it. Basically, maybe, yeah, this is gonna flop at the box office real bad. Cause you know why? They're just gonna fuck it up. Okay, there's a reason why most remakes like Peter Rabbit and Slender Man, or I call them Peter Faggot and Slender Buttfuck, that flopped badly. It's because they just both fucking suck. And I already know there was that thing known as The Mummy. It was a remake of the classic movie. It was really a classic. And they had the nerves to remake it. Yeah, as if The Mummy wasn't the only franchise that was fucking butt-fucked in the ass. Like I already talked. I already talked about Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th. There was others like Psycho, there was Ghostbusters, and those. Overboard was a piece of shit too. And let's just not forget the remake of Peter Rabbit. And yes, I know it's an adaptation, but I would still call it a remake. Oh wait, yeah, it's also, yeah, remakes. They should not just be called remakes. They should be called reboots. I don't give a fuck. Okay, this thing right here. Look at this thing. Probably a bad remake, like the worst remake ever made. And to mention why. It's probably.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What?
Why don't you ever review Teen Titans Go to the Movies? It's a big thing that people want you to review.
I just don't. I never say I don't not want to review it. I just don't really want to review Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I just don't feel like it. And to mention, this thing is just getting a sequel, which it wasn't that successful.
Actually, going, it was for a while. It was a hit movie for critics and fans. Surprisingly.
Well,
The
not.
show still has a low rating.
Well, not really for audiences. I mean, don't give a fuck what Rotten Tomatoes has to say, or even the Kids' Choice Awards. If any movie besides Sherlock Gnomes would get Golden Raspberry Awards up the ass, it's probably this shit and Slender Buttfuck. I mean Slender Man. No, I'm calling it Slender Butt Fuck.
I mean, if you did give Teen Titans Go to the Movies a chance, then it might not be that sequel. As critics and viewers say, it's not that good.
Yeah, it was not that bad. I mean, Hotel Transylvania Free, that was just kind of crap. But I will...
Seen that yet?
Yeah, I seen Hotel Transylvania Free and it was a big piece of shit. I don't care about this. I'm done with this franchise. Just let it die. Maybe I'll touch movie sequels when I have a chance to. Let's get back to the topic of movie remakes. Now, of course, let's be talking about video game adaptations. I'm already thinking about the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie that's coming out. I don't know. It's just really gonna suck. Yeah. Movie remake has already been ruined. Movies have already been ruined. Hollywood. You ruined Friday the 13th. You ruined Nightmare on Elm Street. You ruined Ghostbusters. You ruined Poltergeist. You ruined Peter Rabbit. And now Child's Play. But, hey, not all movie remakes are bad. Sometimes they're good ones. And sometimes they could be good remakes. And there's one I could think of. Stephen King's It. No, I'm not talking about the original film. I'm talking about the recent version of It. Now that was a really great horror movie, probably like one of the best remakes. And this is really a good one. Which of course, we got It Chapter 2 coming out next year, and of course the upcoming Pet Sematary remake. And hopefully we get a remake of Maximum Overdrive. I know. You're just gonna be like, oh, come on, Dylan, come on. I mean, the original is fine. You can't. There's no way that you can remake it. Well, look, I'm pretty sure there could be more Stephen King movies to be remade. Plus, I would be excited for It Chapter 2. And of course, there would be a really good video game adaptation, and that would be Detective Pikachu. I mean, Detective Pikachu, I would be really excited for. This could be a really good video game adaptation. But I would say 2019, this next year I think it could be the biggest year for video game adaptations. What would be other video games that would be adapted into movies? Other video games that could have adaptations I could think of would be Earthworm Jim or Conker's Bad Fur Day or The Rabbids, or I don't know what to think of, because I think Hollywood's already been running out of ideas. And basically, all we get is basically crappy remakes of older movies. I just don't know what to think. Probably Earthworm Jim, Conker's Bad Fur Day. How can you... I know what you're going to say right now. I know what Corbin's question is going to be. I could say with him. Like, Dylan, one question. How can you adapt these two into live-action movies? Well, that's basically the thing. Probably these two probably would get the R rating. Well, the Rabbids, I think they'll have to be PG-13. Because I know the feeling, like, no, you cannot do that, you have to make it PG-13, like, no, you cannot do that, you have to make it R-rated. And I don't know, I just don't know. Probably, I don't know, if we ever get a Conker's Bad Fur Day movie, or Rabbids movie, I do not know. Plus, there's already more movies and remakes I still cannot handle. Like fucking Ghostbusters, which is a piece of shit. And there's Child's Play. This movie franchise is doomed. It's fucking doomed. If this remake fails, it's doomed. But there's the biggest one of all. The one that remake that takes the cake. What remake I'm talking about that makes my piss boil? I'm of course talking about Illumination Pictures, which of course the movie studio that made Despicable Me, The Secret Life of Pets, and Sing, which are going to be making The Secret Life of Pets 2 next year. and DreamWorks, which of course will be remaking Shrek. And I'll be saying this, why? Why the actual fuck? When I first read the article that Shrek is getting rebooted, I'm just like, why? Why? Like, why? Now, this is just really bad. First, you be remaking horror movies. Yeah, this movie. First, Child's Play, and now, yeah, you already remade horror movies, you remade Ghostbusters, you remade The Mummy, and now you're rebooting Shrek. This is probably a bad idea. I can see how bad it's gonna be. No, do not remake Shrek. Don't remake Shrek. Please. Come on. Don't do it. And that's all I have to say. I will say right now, stop it with the fucking remakes. Stop remaking films and actually do something original. I'm just done. I'm done. I do not want to talk about this. Okay, I will do a rant on Teen Titans Go to the movies, but not today. Not today. And so today's question is, what is your least favorite movie remake? Leave it down in the comments below. Until next time, I think I might want to go lay down.